All right, Michael. Who are you, and what do you know?
I'm Mike, and I know how to shoot a little bit. Okay.
This is my good friend Michael. He's a competition shooter, and he's got a couple of tips for all of us today.
I'm starting to be a competition shooter.
You're starting.
Yeah, I am a novice, but I'm showing you things that are very simple, basic things. Because shooting a pistol is actually very easy to get to a level of like good skill. Now, to get from 0 to here is easy. To get from here to here is hard. To get from here to here is super hard, and it gets progressively harder, right?
I like sword fighting.
All right. So the first thing that you need to understand is that the most important thing. So okay, there's two types of pistol shooting, right? There's like bullseye competitions, and right, people want to hit with tiny targets very far away. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about practical pistol shooting, right? Mm-hmm. So the most important thing about practical pistol shooting is the grip, right? You could have a terrible trigger pull, okay, and as long as your grip is good, like here, I'm going to show you, right? There's the target, right? That's that's like 12 yards, okay. Now I'm going to monkey this trigger. I'm going to jerk that trigger like it's going out of style, okay? Yeah. I'm going to. Okay. Mm-hmm. But I was just like going. It doesn't matter as long as your grip is solid, right? Then you'll shoot well or well enough. Now obviously trigger pull is important. So when you've gotten past the whole basics of just hitting the target, you want to get more precise hits. Like for example in the A zone, in IDPA or USPSA. Trigger pull becomes important. The grip is number one. So the most important thing about grip is you want to get as high up on the gun, right? But you don't just want to grab it like Bob Vogel says, grab it like a monkey. Don't grab it like a monkey, right? So this is what grabbing it like a monkey means. You want to grab it like this, right? And the reason you want to do that, okay, is you want to engage these tendons so that you lock out that wrist. Because if you don't lock out that wrist, the gun's going to do that. Okay, and you don't want the gun to do that. So you lock out that wrist. Then here, right, everybody says fill in this thing. They say that on YouTube. But if you fill in this thing, you can't really apply the torque that you need to stabilize the gun. So when you fill in your grip here, and you want to get as high and forward on the gun, like you can see where I am on the thing, on the trigger guard, right? And then you want to torque in, cam in like that. You see,
you're actually turning your arms in like that.
Now I'm not just raising my elbows, because I could raise my elbows without doing that.
You're moving your palm.
Yeah, pressing in hard.
Really deep into the frame.
I'm going to shoot at the dirt, right? So what happens is, watch what happens when I shoot at the dirt. Watch the gun. See how it moves? I don't know if your camera could see the dirt, but I was hitting the same hole.
Yeah, you're putting it on the same hole.
Yeah, so if I do that on the steel target, I'm camming in, right? Pretty much the same place on the steel target, and the gun isn't moving a lot. And that's what you want. Because when you're shooting red dots, and this is very red dot specific, although you can do this with irons, you need to be able to see that dot, right? And when the gun recoils, it's going to move. Like nobody in the universe, not even Jerry Michalek. Well, okay, maybe Jerry Michalek. But nobody else in the universe can shoot a gun and have that dot stay still, okay? That dot is going to move. And what you want to do is you want to get it to where it comes back on top. Not in a long time, but... So you're seeing it. If it takes too long to come back, you're going to be slow. Like the first 2 shots I took, right? I relaxed my grip, and the dot came back slowly, right? But then I tightened the grip, and the dot came back faster, and I'm out of ammo. So I was going to do like a faster thing, but I don't have any more ammo.
Poverty. But that was so it's really interesting the way you turn it in, because initially when I first saw you shooting, I noticed that your palm over here really wasn't like basically when I draw my gun, I squeeze, I try to take a nice tight seal and get the whole thing on the target. What I noticed with you is that you kind of turn it in a little bit, so it opens up on the bottom.
Let's show the camera. Be careful on the ice here. All right. So if I just fill this in, right? If I just fill it in and I don't put in the pressure, there's not enough texture here unless you want to drill like metal spikes in here that will, impale your hand. There's not enough grip here for you to avoid doing this. You need pressure, okay? Now, it's not the only way to do pressure. Maybe some people have a different way. Maybe they cam in a way that, I don't know about. But the most common method is you cam in like this, that torque, right? And you stabilize that gun. And when you grip this, especially with your support hand, you're gripping it like you're trying to kill it. Like if there was no magazine in here, I'm afraid that I would deform the grip.
The grip?
Right, that's how much strength is on the grip. Right, that's how you're holding it. So get some more ammo, and then I want to show you something else.
Okay, very good. Good stuff, Michael. Thank you.
Get some more ammo.
Okay. Now, what place did you say you took today? First, right?
Oh yeah, sure.
First.
First overlay. Yeah.